Psychologist Dr. Gert Hofstede published his Cultural Dimensions model at the end of the 1970s based on a decade of research. Since then, it becomes an internationally recognized standard for understanding cultural differences. Indulgence versus restraint. This dimension is essentially a measure of happiness, whether or not simple joys are fulfilled. Indulgence is defined as a society that allows relatively free gratification of basic and natural human desires related to enjoying life and having fun. Its counterpart is defined as a society that controls gratification of needs and regulates it by means of strict social norms. Indulgent societies believe themselves to be in control of their own life and emotions. Restrained societies believe of other factors dictate their life and emotions. Long-term versus short-term. Long-term orientation means that you are focused on the future, efforts on future goals. Some virtues of this orientation are perseverance, you can wait in order to achieve your goals, thrift, having a sense of shame. Short-term orientation means that you are focused on the present and on the past. You also consider that they are more important than the future. Efforts on the present. Some virtues are important for this orientation. Tradition, you like the current social hierarchy. You like immediate gratification, emphasis on quick results. These two orientations are different because the importance of the past, present, and future are not the same in each culture. Masculinity versus femininity. Masculinity represents a preference in society for achievement, heroism, assertiveness, and material reward for success. Its opposite, femininity, stands for a preference for cooperation, modesty, caring for the weak, and quality of life. It refers to the distribution of roles between men and women. In masculine societies, the roles of men and women overlap less, and men are expected to behave assertively. Demonstrating your success and being strong and fast are seen as positive characteristics. In feminine societies, however, there is a great deal of overlap between male and female roles, and modesty is perceived as a virtue. Greater importance is placed on good relationships with your direct supervisors or working with people who cooperate well with one another. Uncertainty versus avoidance. The Uncertainty Avoidance Index is defined as a society's tolerance for ambiguity, in which people embrace or avert an event of something unexpected, unknown, or away from the status quo. Societies that score a high degree in this index opt for stiff codes of behavior, guidelines, laws, and generally rely on absolute truth, or the belief that one lone truth dictates everything and people know what it is. A lower degree in this index shows more acceptance of differing thoughts, ideas. Society tends to impose fewer regulations, ambiguity is more accustomed to, and the environment is more free-flowing. Individualism versus collectivism. The degree to which individuals are integrated into groups. A high IDV score indicates weak interpersonal connection among those who are not part of a core family. Here, people take less responsibility for others' actions and outcomes. In collectivist society, however, people are supposed to be loyal to the group to which they belong, and, in exchange, the group will defend their interests. The group itself is normally larger, and people take responsibility for one another's well-being. Power Distance Index. According to Hofstede, Power distance is the extent to which the less powerful members of organizations and institutions, like the family, accept and expect that power is distributed inequally. A high PDI score indicates that a society accepts an unequal, hierarchical distribution of power and that people understand their place in the system. A low PDI score means that power is shared and is widely dispersed, and that society members do not accept situations where power is distributed inequally. Thank you for listening.